There was that stretch in the second half. It was a close game, 3-point game in your favor. Then you turned it into a 10-point game with a little 8-1 run. What were you doing in that stretch that enabled you to get the cushion? And
we were defending better. We actually kind of, I thought the guys got tuned into what they needed to do defensively. We were getting some stops. And then coming down the floor, we actually kind of got out of the set offense stuff. We were having a hard time getting the ball where we wanted to get it and set, so we weren't getting very good shots. And we kind of spread the court a little bit. We kind of went to a little stuff that we have, but we haven't run all that much. But it allowed the court to open up, and Crab was able to curl into shot or curl into drops, and Jorge same thing. We were able to get, consistently get some good looks, and we scored either at the foul line or from the floor. But the key thing was that we were getting stops at the same time. And Jorge was spectacular on the defensive glass, and we weren't giving him anything second. Powell's a high riser, Owens is a high riser, and so we had our hands full with those block offs, and Jorge went in and was getting those rebounds off the defensive glass, which was sometimes you don't get that, and then you're back to playing defense.
Mike, it seemed like with Jorge on man, especially, he was able to kind of sag off, and so that helped maybe.
Well, that was the plan. We tried to, we really made a conscious effort to try to characterize what we feel like people need to do, what it is they want to do, and we've got two things. One, we wanted to pressure the guards and not let them get comfortable, and then they changed their lineup, and they started man and Eustace, and Randall. So it was a little different than what we had expected. But we also had talked about, and Eustace played really well. Eustace had a great game. He's a nice player, only going to get better. But we talked about Owens being a focal point in a 4-out, 1-in situation. And Harper's a really good defender, but he got 2 fouls, and we had to make some adjustments. But Jorge, he can pressure the ball and cause a guy to get nervous because he's there. Or he's also a very smart defender, and a lot of times we'll say, okay, let's take Jorge out and put him in help because he understands where the ball is going to go and he can be a factor, and that's kind of what we did with that particular matchup.
what does it mean to you or the team to be tied to the lead at the halfway point of the conference season?
Well, it's just a question of how many people you're going to be tied with. Washington right now, Oregon State got him a nice win at Oregon, so it's everybody's trying to separate if they can. Everybody's trying to get a little separation, and it's not happening very much. We have to win at home, and we did. We've still got to go over and play those guys there. Our last 3 games are on the road. I would guess that's going to be critical for us, but we have to continue to win at home. We've got tough teams coming in this week, Arizona State. We haven't played them yet second half, so all we can do is the best we can do, and as long as we stay up on top of this thing, that's the spot we're trying to stay in.
Mike, were you pretty happy with your rebounding tonight against a pretty good rebounding team?
Yeah, I was. I thought that, again, Jorge was critical in that, getting 12 rebounds on the defensive glass. Robert's a big guy and gets his hands on some balls. David got his hands on some balls. So, yeah, now rebound them. In fact, you look 10, that's pretty incredible. So I was pleased with that.
Speaking of incredible, freshman David Crowdish, speak upon his performance so far this year and his contributions to the team.
Speak upon as compared to talk about. That's good, yeah. You hear that? Okay, very good.
Please elucidate on
Well, I think David's getting an education a little bit, frankly, as a freshman. He's facing all kinds of different problem sets, if you will, and each one presents a little different deal. David takes things quite literally when you tell him to do something. He will really try to do it, and sometimes we get angry because the adjustment doesn't come automatically like maybe Harper would. He had Aziz a week ago, then he had a pick and pop guy away from the basket. Now he's got Owens and Powell, and Powell has really hurt us. So every game he's getting an education, but the guy's really cool. He doesn't let much bother him. All he cares is about is winning. And, you know, he's kind of saved us right now with Richard out. David's, you know, gone in and done a really nice job. And, you know, sometimes we want more, but then we remember he's a freshman and is in a tough situation with some good post guys. So we're really pleased with David.
Mike, you had a bunch of big guys in foul trouble, and you played Christian Behrens a little bit, and he did some good stuff for you.
He did, you know. It's kind of a matter of just seizing the day, and I thought he showed quite a bit of poise on that fast break where he crossed over and scored the ball. He took a charge. You know, we had him in there for what I thought seemed like a long time. I don't know in the minutes. It was only 6 minutes, but that was a lot of minutes for him in a half, and he was tired. So we got him out of there, but he was doing a pretty good job, I thought. And, you know, so we'll continue to find people that can help us, just like Robert seized the opportunity when he got a chance. You know, you never know.
You seem particularly fired up with the Barons basket there on the bench. What was it that?
Well, it's just putting a guy in and having to make a play. You know, sometimes guys go in and they just are scared and they're not, you know, can't make a play, and the nerves get to them. And to see him go in and actually make a play that maybe some of the others on our team, starter or not starter, wouldn't make, it was pleasing to see.
Anything else? Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Coach.